How's it going, everybody? I'm doing a drink review first, or at least for a few minutes, and then I'm gonna do some gum chewing thoughts on the latest Nintendo Direct. Someone in yesterday's video, the video before us, commented. I don't know if they wanted to hear my thoughts. If they want to hear my thoughts on it, so I did end up watching it. I was reading some of it too, just the updates on one of the websites, just what was announced or whatever. But then I ended up watching it. Jeff Gershman was doing a talk over of it, and I watched that. But anyway. Start with the drink review. I got an Arizona fruit punch here today, or tonight, I should say. This is going up Wednesday. I'll be in hopefully getting close to Florida by the time this video goes up. Yeah, the fruit punch is pretty good. It's not like a strong fruit punch. It's what do we got in here? Mango puree, apple juice, pineapple juice, fruit and vegetable juice, pear juice. It's very similar to was that the kiwi strawberry? Or was that the watermelon one? This is actually similar tasting to the watermelon, but not like as strong as the watermelon. It's pretty good though, like the other ones. These Arizonas, at least to me, are very refreshing. And to me, they're kind of light drinks. They are a bit sugary. What are the total sugars per can? 60 for the full container of a 23 ounce is actually not that bad. Considering usually you get drinks in a 12-ounce can, and this is like 23.2. No, it's just straight 23, so that's not too bad. But it's kind of light. It's just, I don't know, it's refreshing. I find all the Arizonas except maybe the Orangeade. The Orangeade's a very strange one. If I can find that one, I might review it. I don't hate it, but it's very different from any of the other ones. I gotta get the Grape Aid one, though. This one is good, though. I would probably give this, like an 8. That might have came up on that stomach noise I just made. Might have came up on the mic. I will continue to drink this, though. It is good. These are, like I said, they're side drinks to me. They're refreshing drinks. This one's very similar to the watermelon, except it's not as strong. I feel like it's like a duller taste of the flavors that are in it compared to the watermelon, where they're a little more up front. I don't know, but I'd give it about an 8. I'll continue to drink it as well. But on to the Nintendo Direct. This was an interesting Direct. There was a lot of farming games. There was like a remake of Harvest Moon: A Wonderful Life, but I think they're calling it Stories of Seasons this time, which is also a series. I think a Rune Factory 3 remake. Harvestella, which looked kind of interesting. Kind of a farming combat game. And there was a Fae Farm or something like that, which looked to be more of an arcade one. I can't remember. I'm kind of into those a little bit. I want to get some of the Rune Factories because there's combat and stuff in there too. That'd be cool. It's a new Zelda. What the hell was it called? Tears of the Kingdom. I should say that is, where is it? Yeah, Tears of the Kingdom. That's the Breath of the Wild sequel. It's coming out in May of 2023, May 12th. We'll see if that holds up. Nintendo Zeldas get delayed. All of a sudden, they'll be putting out a new system, and they'll push it back another 8 months. Like they did with Twilight Princess, because it was coming out on the Wii as well as the Cube. And like they did with Breath of the Wild, because it was coming out on the Switch as well as the Wii U. They showed quick gameplay, like Link hopped on it looked like actually a Triforce, and he was like in the air and stuff. Some climbing he was doing as well. that was cool. Pikmin 4 was announced, and it looks like Pikmin. There was, I guess, there's a Pikmin mobile game that Miyamoto was talking about. I didn't know there was a Pikmin mobile game, but maybe this ties in with it. I don't know. He didn't get a ton from that. There's a Bayonetta 3 trailer that comes out freaking next month. You can use John in this one. Luca, the journalist guy. The dude who's like kind of like he's like I think the bartender in Hell or whatever. I forget his name. There's some other woman as well I didn't recognize. And obviously Bayonetta herself. It looks like Bayonetta. It looks cool. I'm excited to play it. I will get it when it comes out. So I love the first two. That was kind of cool. Like I said, Zelda isn't. I had Breath of the Wild and I played some Breath of the Wild, but I never got back into it. I mean, it doesn't help that the Wii U is like unhooked and shit, but there's a new Fire Emblem, like I think it's like a mainline Fire Emblem. Marth is back. Is that the guy's name? Those are strategy games when they actually come out, like as actual games, and not like Fire Emblem Warriors or something else. So that's like a like turn-based type strategy game. Octopath Traveler 2, which looks cool. There was something. Oh, I forget what it was called. I still need to fucking play more of Octopath Traveler. I could say a lot about a lot of my games, but that one has such a cool 2D, like 3D art style with like that's I can't describe it. 2D HD art style. Oh, this is when I forgot about this. I'm glad I have the page called up. Now, Final Fantasy Theater Rhythm, Final Bar Line is coming to the Switch. That's cool because I played that. Actually, I had them both. There's two of them on the 3DS. I played the shit out of that first one. That was like the most when I had. I had the 2DS. I didn't have the 3DS. I like the 2DS. I like the look of it. I don't know. But I did have that for a little bit, and I played some games on it. And one of them was I put like fucking 20-something, 30 hours into that game. I played the shit out of it. For me, a handheld game it's kind of action unheard of. It's all the Final Fantasy games, and it's a rhythm game where you tap, doing, this tapping, sliding, stuff like that. This one also has Octopath Traveler music in it, Live Alive music in it. A few other Square Enix properties as well, other than Final Fantasy, so that's really cool. I'm actually really excited for that, because I really like that game. I think the second one was called Curtain Call. I didn't play as much of that one. Interesting bug up there. GoldenEye is coming to the Switch Online. I know it's coming out on Game Pass as well. I guess maybe they were cut a deal, because who the hell knows who owns the rights for that shit anymore. But Xbox and Nintendo are getting it, so that's kind of cool. Another one I was extremely pumped for, actually. Where is it? Fatal Frame. Is it Mask of the Lunar Eclipse? Is coming to the West. This is the one that was on the Wii. I think I talked about it recently. That's the only one that didn't come out here. And that's getting a release. Yeah, it's first released in 2008. It takes place in a hospital, so I'm all about that. I hope it comes out physical copy. I really do. That'd be awesome. Because Maiden of Blackwater did not, at least here on the Wii U, so I had to get it on the system itself. I know it's on the Switch. You can buy copies of it on Amazon for like $70, but I was like, no. Now that game Tunic is coming. People seem to like that. It's like a Zelda type game. There was a Kirby kind of like I guess a remake that came at the Kirby game that was on the Wii as well. As also Tales of Symphonia is getting a remaster of the GameCube game that I played a good amount of. It's coming to the Switch, so that's cool. Switch has a nice like mix of the remasters of old games and some cool new stuff. There wasn't a lot of their own shit. There's also DLCs for like Splatoon and Mario Kart, and some of the other ones. They talked about some games they're adding to the N64 portion of Nintendo Online. It's like Mario Parties, Pokemons, like Pilot Wings and 1080 were the only ones I was interested in. And Xenoblade Chronicles DLC is just DLC for a lot of stuff. The Crisis Core Final Fantasy reunions coming out. I'm actually kind of interested in that. That was a PSP game, I believe. Had really good graphics on that fucking thing. I'm pretty sure that one was. I think they had a weird, interesting battle system where you like used money or something. I could be completely fucking wrong. But that's kind of cool. Kirby's Return to Dreamland Deluxe. That's what it's gonna be. I'm probably missing a few things. They throw some. There's also some like indie type games as well. That the other game, they don't have it on here. Fuck. I think it was called. Let me look it up. Yeah, it was this game called Rain Code. Enigma Archives. Rain Code. It's by the people who make the Danganronpas, I'm pretty sure. It looks kind of cool. It has that cool kind of art style. And it's very, I don't know if it's being made with Atlas. I don't think so. This says Master Detective Archives Rain Code. So up here it says the other title. So maybe it's just Master Detective. But it has a cool, like, they look like the characters kind of from Danganronpa, and it has a little bit of like Shin Megami Tensei type battling in it as well, with enemies and shit, so that looks actually kind of cool. I thought it was a pretty good Nintendo Direct. There wasn't a lot of, like, besides the Zelda and Pikmin 4, there wasn't, like, people always want to say, like, maybe shit on a new Metroid or something. Or Bayonetta 3 as well as an exclusive, but it was more third-party shit. But kind of exciting. I'm really hyped for that fucking Fatal Frame. That's awesome. That's coming. I do hope it gets a physical release. But Octopath Traveler too. Like, I mean, I need to play the other one more. The other one. This one has, I think, different classes than the other game did. Like different people. It looked kind of cool, the Harvest Stella had a cool little kind of art style to it as well. Oh, there was another one, Altair Ryza 3. I'm always interested in buying a game like that, but I always don't do it. Maybe I'll find a cheaper one if I can. I don't know if I'll be able to. And the Theater Rhythm, that's something I might get day one. Because I had so much because I love the Final Fantasy music. I love the fucking Final Fantasy music from most of the games that I've played, and even the ones I haven't because I recognize them now from the game. I just enjoy them. Like, I enjoy the Final Fantasy music. Hopefully they get some Final Fantasy 15 stuff in there as well. So that's cool. The Switch is, Jeff Gershon made a comment to this point as well. It feels like it's in the end of its cycle. And maybe that's why they're not, like, pumping out more of those, like, first party big games. I mean, Pikmin 4 is a big thing, I guess. And Pikmin 4 is not really a big. Obviously, you're gonna have Zelda until it gets delayed 6 months, and they're like, "Oh, we're putting out the new Switch in early 2024, so Zelda's getting delayed till then." If they do that for another console cycle, actually, it didn't happen from Switch to Wii, from Wii to Wii U because Skyward Sword came out. I mean, the Wii U ended up getting Breath of the Wild, and they did end up getting Wind Waker HD. The poor Wii U. It was a cool fucking system, but it had a stupid name. Wii U out of the gate, people thought it was an expansion to the fucking Wii. They already fucked up there. I mean, technically, that thing was the original Switch. Because you were able to play most games on the gamepad. The problem is it didn't have, Switch. You can just play it wherever the fuck you want. The Wii U, you could like maybe go like downstairs if you lived in a 2-story house and it would still work. But it's very similar. It was poorly marketed. There was some good games. There definitely was good games because they put out most of them on the Switch as well. It was a shame it didn't get. I don't know. I mean, whatever. I remember we got it. When the hell did we get it? Like 2014. I think it came out in 2012. So, I mean, yeah, I want to say we got it like right after Christmas of 2014. And when did the Switch come out? Like March of 2017? So we had it for like 2 and change before it was done, and it was even done before that. It's like the Vita. Vita's such a cool fucking handheld, but for whatever reason, it didn't sell that well. There's a ton of fucking games on it too. A lot of interesting, weird games that I'm kind of glad that some of them are coming to the Switch because there's a chance to play them because they're super expensive. I'm glad I have the fucking Vita games I have because those fucking things are pricey. I keep track of like those just to see what they're doing out of curiosity, and all the ones I have are, not all of them, but most of them, I should say, are pretty ridiculously priced. I only am getting a lot of them for fucking cheap. I was trying to get as many as I could. I'm not gonna talk about much of this. I'll do a Vita game ramble at some point. Vita system game ramble at some point. I don't want to ruin all the material here, but anyway, it's just a fruit punch drink review. It's a refreshing light drink, not as strong as the watermelon. It has a similar taste, but it has like a duller taste than the watermelon. A lot of the same ingredients in there. I give it about an 8. It's nice. I'd put it behind watermelon, grape 8, and I'd even put it behind kiwi strawberry. I actually kind of like that one a lot. And the original, regular iced tea. And some thoughts, a little bit of a ramble on the Nintendo Direct. But thanks for checking us out, and have a good day.